hats off to Youth Alive, because they should actually keep up the good standard of motivating us so that we go to greater heights.
And then he was singing it now to the class here, and then the song was now well known in the whole Zimbabwe. This was Timothy. But he is thinking. All right. What else is happening in the story?
He broke his leg down.
Yes, he dropped his. If you get into contact with those areas, for instance, HPV, human papilloma virus, is such an infection. You can get it. Why should we wait? Why should we wait?
As young girls, we are not yet fully grown up, mature.
Okay, this agenda.
The guidance and counseling that Youth Alive has been giving has quite helped a lot. I'll tell you, 2005, 2006, we used to have, young girls just falling pregnant at random here in the hostels. And since we started having this activity, we then said the statistics have really changed.
Like they are teaching us how to teach other youths to fight HIV/AIDS and also behavior change programs. Through behavior change programs, that is teaching us how to teach as we teach other people.
Involve yourself in AIDS prevention. Protect your life from getting AIDS. Join the fight. Change behavior to be the light of the world. Arise, arise, arise. Get up and live a healthy life. Youth alive, youth alive, forever.
Hello viewers. In 2008, young people accounted for 40% of all global new HIV infections among people aged 15 and above. And sadly, of the young people living with HIV today globally, 80% are from where I'm speaking from right now, that is sub-Saharan Africa. Young people still remain at the center of HIV/AIDS epidemic in terms of rates of infection, prevention, as well as agencies of change. Young people of today have never known a world without AIDS, but ironically, very few of them have got accurate and comprehensive information about HIV and prevention. To cover this gap, Youth Alive Zimbabwe implements an array of programs that are aimed at educating as well as informing young people about HIV infection and prevention. The Youth Alive Zimbabwe Programs Coordinator, Fungai Makoni, will introduce to us Youth Alive Zimbabwe.
Youth Alive Zimbabwe is an interdenominational peer organization that empowers young people and adults with life skills, enabling them to sustain positive attitudes and values. Our vision is an HIV-free generation in Zimbabwe, where young people fulfill their dreams and ambitions with respect for human dignity. Our mission is to address behavior, attitudes, and values in order to develop young people of integrity, service, and good character, people who understand their purpose in life and live exemplary lives in a bid to curb the further spread of HIV. Our core values are transparency, responsibility, integrity, chastity, and social justice. Our target group includes youth in and out of school, youths in tertiary institutions, as well as adults working with youth. Our programs are designed in such a way that a child is targeted whilst still at a tender age until they get into college.
Life Skills programs as HIV preventative strategy are used at Youth Alive Zimbabwe. There are a series of in-school programs from primary level to secondary level. New Horizons program, It was developed to suit pupils between the ages of 7 and 9 years. The program aims to help children accept and appreciate their different gifts. It also gives them information on issues of abuse, HIV and AIDS, and assists them in identifying ways of overcoming challenges they may face at their age.
What we dislike about our families.
Adventure Unlimited program. It is targeted at young people aged between 9 and 12 years. This program introduces them to the challenges of puberty and the dangers of HIV and AIDS.
You are useless, you are worthless.
Treasure Life program. This is a program that was specifically developed for the junior secondary school students. It addresses the problems and challenges that young people face as they enter the new adolescence phase of their lives. Choose Freedom program. The program is targeted at senior secondary school students.
Why should we wait? Why should we wait?
As young girls, we are not yet fully grown up, mature.
Okay.
Prevent pregnancy and sexually transmitted diseases.
It seeks to help young people make responsible choices in their lives and to understand consequences of their chosen values and lifestyles. The main goal of the life skills approach at this level is to enhance young people's ability to take responsibility for making healthier choices, resisting negative peer pressure, and avoiding risky behaviors. Youth Alive also conducts life skills training sessions for tertiary institutions like Africa University, Marymount Teachers College, Mutare Teachers College, and Magamba Vocational Training Center. Mr. Sabwe, the Magamba Training Center principal, narrates how his college benefited from Youth Alive programs.
The guidance and counseling that Youth Alive has been giving has quite helped a lot. I'll tell you, 2005, 2006, we used to have, young girls just falling pregnant at random here in the hostels. And since we started having this activity, we then said the statistics true have reached. Those that you would find pregnant here could be married people. Whether they are still getting intimate or not, I think is the tricks of Youth Alive and the other, development or implementing partners like SIWAT, ST what, and so on and so forth. Those have actually really assisted in behavioral change. I can give testimony to that.
Sister Mrapa, Africa University Acting HIV Coordinator, also speaks on how peer educators from an institution have benefited from Youth Alive's Training of Trainers workshop.
After they've received the training from Youth Alive, they come on campus, then they disseminate the information through having some role plays in the chapel. Normally we request for a slot of about 10 minutes, then they do some role plays that they would have been taught whilst having their trainings with Youth Alive.
They go there as peer educators, you see, and you meet them, they will tell you we have had so many workshops on HIV and AIDS, and your involvement here, including my lecturers and staff, has also helped us to reach the requirements of our HIV and AIDS programs as mainstream programs. And really, through the HIV and AIDS lessons that we have carried out here, and the behavioral change programs, and lessons on social issues such as culture, stress management, etc., etc., the sender has benefited about, and we are assured in anticipation that the resource persons that Youth Alive has been giving us will continue to be availed to us for these and other students that will come tomorrow and thereafter.
In their workshops, they give real life examples of what happens in colleges, in universities. It's really a pleasure to work with them.
As stipulated by World Health Organization, in the context of HIV and AIDS, the aim of the life skills training at tertiary level is to develop young people's knowledge and skills needed for healthy relationship, effective communication, and responsible decision-making that will protect them and others from HIV infection and optimize their health. Youth Alive is trying to reach out to people living with disability, as these are historically considered to be lagging behind in terms of HIV and AIDS information. Currently, Youth Alive is working in partnership with Nzebe Deaf Center as well as Manicaland Albinos Association in disseminating information about HIV and AIDS.
Through having sexual intercourse. It is in the blood. And when we have sex, there are some fluids that will come from the man to the woman, or from the woman to the man. So they exchange. And the virus will move from the man to the woman.
If a boy and a girl have sexual intercourse without, when a mother has got HIV and is pregnant, she begotten, then the baby may get infected with AIDS.
Razor blade, the needle, you should.
I would also want to thank the Youth Alive crew for the workshop they held for us on HIV/AIDS with disability. We find that in the society there are some myths that surrounds people living with albinism. People tend to attach some certain beliefs, especially on curing HIV/AIDS. Some people actually believe that if they can sleep with somebody who lives with albinism, they can be cured. They can be cured for HIV, but we find that with the workshop which was held at Youth Alive, we were very happy that we are confident enough to say no to things which we really see that this is actually abusive. We were actually encouraged to go and get tested so that we know our status, and we'll be able to relate with the others in our relationships.
All programs conducted by Youth Alive Zimbabwe are aimed at addressing and influencing positive behavior change among young people. A comprehensive Education for Life program is offered by Youth Alive using behavior change process model. The Education for Life program is a value-based intervention on HIV and AIDS that has a philosophy that all individuals and communities have the inherent capacity to change their sexual behavior and other behaviors in general. Value-based approaches aim at empowering individuals to realize their capacity to move from awareness to action. Behavior change is a complex process that can be broken down in 3 major stages. First one being exploring life. Second one, the new picture. And lastly, act. The behavior change program is offered as a 3 to 5 days workshop. After a successful completion of the behavior change program, participants are given certificates of completion. Participants who would have undergone the BCP are encouraged to form Youth Alive clubs to ensure sustainability of positive lifestyles and values they would have committed to during the BCP. These club members act as Youth Alive ambassadors in their communities.
You know, it's more like they are teaching us how to teach other youths to fight HIV/AIDS and also behavior change programs. Through behavior change programs, that is teaching us how to teach as we teach other people. And I believe and I wish them kuti dai varamba vachingoenderera mberi and Mwari aramba vachingova mablessings ekuti varamba vachingoenderera mberi, because what they are doing is actually nice and it's educative.
There are other programs offered by Youth Alive. This is how Youth Alive has touched some lives.
The world we live in is full of trouble, but the one we hope for should be a better place. So carry your candle, go light the world. Put your hands together, change the world.
Drug addiction rather, which I think it was mainly due to peer pressure and bad influence, and I also had an alcohol addiction that my dad introduced me to.